and today I thought I would do another tutorial for you. I had some people ask if I could do a tutorial with the Mind palette that I picked up. It's so dirty. It's such a pretty palette, but I just got it so dirty. But I had some people ask for a tutorial on this one just because I did one on the Soul palette, and I recently got this one while I was in LA. So basically the Mind palette is one of the four palettes in the windows, or the eyes of the window of the whatever palettes. So this is Mind. Again, I had the Soul and I have a tutorial or get ready with me on that, and I'll leave that below. So I thought I would do a tutorial on this one because this is the palette I wanted to use today anyways to do my eye makeup before I go out. That well, why not record it since there's great natural light for once? Isn't it amazing? You can actually see what I look like without fake light, which kind of scares me though, because that means there's like, I have no excuse if this looks terrible. So I just thought I would do a quick tutorial. I mean, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't call this a tutorial again because I have no clue what I'm doing. This is the first time I'm using it, but I don't know, I thought I would play around. I'm gonna take this flat brush right here. I think this is a Sonia Kashuk brush. It may actually be, I've been calling it the Sonia Kashuk brush, but it may actually be an e.l.f. brush now I think about it, but I'm gonna take this flat one, and as usual, I'm just gonna pick one of these lighter colors down here. I think I'm gonna take this one right here, which is Creativity. It's just a peachy pink, and I think I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Not going up too, well, I guess it doesn't matter how high you go up because this is a pretty neutral color, and I'm just gonna lay this down as my base so that everything else kind of goes on smoothly afterwards. I did not put a eyeshadow primer on today just because I kind of want to see what this palette does with that one, and also I did put concealer on my eyelids, so there is that. Next time I'm going to go in and take this color right here. This is called Wit. It's just like a beigey tan color, and I'm going to put this right here in my outer crease area just like I normally would, and we'll go from there. Well, that's pretty. I'm just using a Morphe M441 brush, and this is just like a blending crease brush or a blending eyeshadow brush or a contour brush. I don't know what you want to call it. It's just my favorite brush, you guys know that. So, I don't know. These brushes are really good for monolidded people, especially if you have like a huge gap from here to your eyebrow. I have a lot of eye space, so this is really great for me because it covers the right amount of space for the colors in my crease area. It's a really pretty beige. I like that. So I'm going to do that on the opposite side now. I'm going to use you guys as a mirror a little bit just to make sure I'm in focus. If I'm out of focus, I apologize. I don't have the greatest camera for videos like this, which is why I don't tend to, I don't know. It's not that I don't like making them, it's just that I want my videos to be good quality, and if it's constantly blurry and they're not good quality, then I get upset with myself. So I apologize if you can't see well. John wants to get me a new camera. I don't know if I'm like there yet. I don't think I'm there yet to get a new camera. What do you guys think? They're so expensive too. This is a really pretty color. Like, this is a good neutral color if you just wanted to stop right here just to put a little bit of definition into your eye. You can just stop right here and put some eyeliner on and just have a really nice day look. So I already love this palette just for these two colors. Those are great. Look at that. I don't know. I like them. Anyway, so moving on, I'm going to take a little bit of a darker color. I'm going to take this brush. This is a Morphe M33. It's a little bit firmer than that one. That one is a little bit more fluffy. And I'm going to grab, what color should I get? Why don't we try this purpley one? I'm going to grab this purpley gray color right here, which is Observation. See what that does. Might regret this because I kind of like what this looks like on its own. Two colors, wham bam, thank you ma'am, all done. And I'm gonna just put that in the crease as well and just kind of build up that depth a little bit. This is a really pretty palette. I am so happy I got this. I love it. Just very lightly I'm gonna put that in the crease area. Just so it kind of darkens it up. It kind of gives it that gray look. See that? So pretty. It's weird because you wouldn't think that this color would necessarily show up as dark as it does. I mean, in person it's just not as, it doesn't look as dark in the pan, which is kind of scary because you don't want to go too heavy, but that's always my rule of thumb, is never go too heavy on a new palette because you never know how dark or pigmented a color will actually show up. It's better to go lightly and build up than vice versa. Keep laying that in my crease area until I get it equal to the other side. I'm rushing this video, I apologize, but A, I don't like long videos, and B, I don't like long videos. For these, I would prefer shorter videos so that way you guys don't get bored. and B, I have to meet a friend at the mall, so I'm like, I don't have time. That's really pretty. I don't know if you can see this eye as well, but I think I'm a little uneven. That's the tricky part, is getting it even, especially when I have, like, my windows for my lighting in my room are not very even, so I have more light hitting me on my right side than I do my left right now. I'm gonna go outside and look like an uneven clown face. Now that I have that gray kind of placed in there, I'm gonna go back and grab some more of that beigey color, which is called Wit, with that big fluffy brush. And I'm gonna go over it and kind of blend it in and also bring that beige color up a little bit further. I think I mentioned in another video, if you have really high monolids, like I do, if you bring your color up a little bit higher and leave less space for skin or white between the eyebrow and where your color starts, it'll make your eyes look a little bigger. If you keep most of your color really close to your crease or to your eyelash line, it closes off your eyes more. So I'm gonna just bring that beige up because it's just a nice neutral color, a little bit higher. And keep blending the gray into it, or the purpley gray. Then go back in with some more gray just to darken up areas that I don't think are dark enough. I like these colors. They're very blendable, they're very buildable. And go back in with my fluffy brush for one more time. And blend that one more time. Let's face it, I'll probably go back in again. Then you have that. And I'm gonna go back in again with my flat brush, and then that first color I grabbed, which was Creativity, and then just kind of lightly put that around the inside, blend out. And then I'm going to grab a clean flat brush again, and I'm going to go into Reason, which is this really kind of white yellowy color. I'm going to use that as my highlight for underneath my eyebrow bone. It's a matte color just like everything else in here. I like the way that matte colors look. They're very pretty. And then I'm going to grab some more of the beige again, I think, that the fluffy brush, because I really like that color and I don't want it to disappear and everything else. So I'm just going to put a little bit more of that in. And then you kind of have like a gray and then a light brown and then a highlight in your eye. See, this eye looks different than this eye, but I promise you, in person they look exactly alike. So I think I'm just going to leave it as it is right now because I don't want to put it too dark, because I am it's the middle of the day. It's the middle of the day. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and I'm gonna grab my eyeliner and do a winged eyeliner. At this point, I just need to leave my eyeliner alone. Do you ever get that point where you just keep picking at it and it just gets like out of control and you're like, ah! Yeah, so I just need to leave it alone because I've been like messing with it and it's getting bigger and bigger and bolder, and the wings are getting like, my eyes look like they're gonna fly away at this point. Like, I need to chill out and put the pen down. I'm going to put the pen down, and then I'm going to go in, and luckily this does have a matte black in it, which is called Brilliance. It's right here in this corner. So I'm gonna use that to set my eyeliner and to also kind of get into my lash line as close as possible. Like so. And I'm going to take my Better Than Sex mascara and just coat my eyelashes really thickly. So there we have the eyeshadow look with the Mind palette. I am actually not going to put anything on my underwater line because I kind of like how clean and kind of neutral and kind of fresh it looks without it. So there it is, and I really, really like it. I really like these shadows. I think they're really easy to play with. Obviously, this is the first time I used it, and I was able to easily work out a look that I really liked for the day with it. So I am a huge fan of this palette. If you are interested in getting it, I highly suggest it if you're looking for matte neutrals. Very, very nice. I am in love. Like, I am absolutely in love with this palette. So when it comes down to it, between the Soul palette and the Eyes of the Mind palette, now that I've used both of them, I would actually suggest just getting both. I know that sounds obscene and absurd, but honestly, they both offer so many different things. The Soul palette has a lot of neutral shimmers, and this one has all mattes, which I love the fact that they're all mattes and they're all really easily blendable. But if I did have to tell you to just get one or the other because you can't afford both, I would actually suggest the Soul palette over the Mind palette, just because the Soul palette does have matte and shimmer in it. So you do have the best of both worlds with it. But like I said, if you can afford both, I would highly suggest getting both because I think they're really, really great. A great deal, great pigment, great consistency. And again, the matte one, like, just to have like an all matte natural palette that actually is like blendable, and because a lot of times with mattes they're really powdery and stuff like that, just to have a really good one just sitting around for everyday looks like this, I would suggest the Mind. So it's up to you. Again, my Soul palette looks so sad, it's all broken up and stuff, but again, it is up to you. The price of them, I believe they're not very, I don't think they're very cheap. I think they may be $49 for one. I could be wrong. They're like $40 to $49 for one. So, I mean, it's up to you, but I really like the matte one. I have to say I really like the matte one. But again, I love the Sol one too. So, I don't know. Valentine's Day's around the corner. Ask for both. No, I'm just kidding. If you are just getting one and you do like shimmers and you do like mattes, I would get the Sol palette because it is kind of more all-encompassing. But if you are more of a matte girl, I'm telling you the Mind one is really, really nice. So yeah, so you don't need both of them at the same time. But again, it's just all your preference. Do you like all mattes? Do you not really care about the shimmers, or maybe have a palette that has nice shimmers in it? Then get this. Then get the matte one. If you don't have any shimmery palettes and you don't have any matte palettes and this is like one of your first or second palettes to get, then get the Sol one. But again, it's all up to you, personal preference, but I really, really liked how this look turned out, and again, I really, really like the palette itself. So there you are. There is my neutral. Just go to the mall, middle of the day with my kids. Look, if you have any suggestions or want to see any other palette looks, let me know. I'm kind of enjoying doing these tutorials of just using one palette because I watch so many other beauty vloggers and I feel like they grab like 16 different colors from different palettes and I'm like, I don't know all of those. Want to see any other palette looks, let me know. If you don't know what kind of palettes I have, let me know if you want to see a palette video. I don't know. I would feel weird doing those videos because somebody always gives me crap about having too much stuff, which I'm a hoarder, so sue me. If you enjoy videos like this and you want to see more beauty type of videos out of me, I'm finally getting a little bit more comfortable doing these tutorials because I've gotten such positive responses from you guys. So if you enjoy watching them and you'll continue to watch them, I'll continue to make them. So let me know. Leave a comment below if you want. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe even if you want to see more videos. And I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.